Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Bad Dad Advice podcast. We are here still looking for a sponsor. I do believe we have one in the works on the horizon. Business logo coming here soon.
Lower.
No,
Is it here?
It's on this side.
Yeah, it'd be that side.
It's over there?
Yeah, it's on Trey's side.
Yeah,
Potentially business logo coming soon over there. So it's in the works. We've got our marketing team working on that. Who's our marketing team?
Is
that
you?
Is that you?
Is that me?
Is that you?
I'll be marketing team.
I'm the looks.
Cool.
I'm the OF guy.
No, I'm
so.
clearly.
I can't stop talking about OF every time I get on this
It's like
Every
four episodes
time,
in a
dude.
row.
How do we wait? This is a real question.
How do you start one?
We're well, yeah. If you know how to start an
No,
OF,
seriously.
let me-
Seriously. Comment.
but we
comment.
post these videos on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah.
Could we just like post these on OF too?
I don't think.
We'd have to do
work.
it naked.
Right. But
I got my feet out.
But even that, it's like we could do like a Patreon. It's probably like
What's that?
A Patreon is like paid,
Podcast OF.
It's like
Oh.
it's like an OF for podcasts.
Sick.
Right? It's
People
like
pay
it's
to
like,
listen
it's
to
like
you.
paid content, behind the scenes stuff. So like you could kind of like extras, like you're paying for extras. So if you watch, something on YouTube and they build sandcastles, they might have a Patreon where like the community supports them so that they can actually
Like you can get,
make a
they
living.
also offer like discounts on merchandise and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They usually, when you get to that point, you've got like a Discord for the whole community to talk and interact in, and then you've got your
Yeah.
Patreon. We're very far away from that. But I do have an update prior to updates.
Oh, wow.
Pre-update.
Pretty big update. Well, we've got
Pre-update.
an episode to release still before this, but as we're filming today, we have broken 1,000 audio downloads
Hey,
across
Let's go.
everything.
that's a good milestone.
What's that?
Hey.
That's like 40, and we're 25 episodes in. That's
With
like 40
six,
an
it
episode.
only took us 6 months. 6 months.
months.
We've been doing
And we've
it for
got
6 months.
and we've got like 1,200.
No, we've been doing it for more than 6 months.
We got like 1,200 full
Yeah.
podcast video views too. So we're
many
We've been doing it
followers
for
do we
more
have?
than 6 months because didn't you announce Tiffany was pregnant?
We just started July,
Almost.
so we started July. So it's been like 9 months, maybe 10.
no.
April, May, June.
We released our first
July.
one. I think it was
8 months. It's been 8 months.
No, we
Yep.
released our first one in August. I think.
July.
I think you're wrong. But anyways, how's everybody doing?
Oh
I mean-
man, I'm pretty tired.
Yeah, your
actually.
math isn't adding up on that.
I don't know. I'll look into it again. But yeah, 7, 6, 8, whatever.
But yeah, YouTube views over 100,000. Audio downloads. We're now becoming more and more of a
We're a thing.
regularly downloaded podcast.
We're a thing.
I think we're known in homes all over the nation.
Yeah, people that are listening, we know quite a few people by name that are listening, but those who we don't know by name,
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Daddy likes.
Shout out to all my pairs
shout out to the
listening
players.
back home. All right, well, yeah, it's glad to be back.
Wait.
wait.
We should probably plug the merch while we're talking.
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
merch
Oh,
store.
that's a good idea. We have our own merch.
We got merch. None of us are wearing it.
None of us are wearing the merch.
I actually don't own any of
But
it.
I sent
makes sense.
I sent my son to daycare.
Hashtag debt
I
free.
sent my son to daycare in the merch, and then I picked him up in the merch. And the people that were in there were like dying laughing about it. And I was like, "Don't listen." I talk about daycare
That's
too much.
funny. Like your kid's a walking billboard. That's hilarious.
Like he had the.
It'd be really funny if like one of your daycare teachers was listening at the time that you were like talking
Yeah.
about Ivy getting bit.
We literally have a segment for daycare.
This guy's an asshole.
We have a
read-
segment for daycare. It's our favorite
wait,
segment.
oh my god, that's so funny that you bring up the Ivy getting bit because I read on your kitchen counter the little note about Ivy getting
That's a
bit.
new one.
And that's from March 27th.
That's yesterday.
Yesterday was not March 27th.
That one is from yesterday.
Today is April 4th.
Oh, what did it say? Did it say
It
that
said
he-
March
March
27th. on it.
What did it? No, what did it say?
It said like Ivy got bit, but then there's like a pink sticky note on it that
Oh,
says
okay.
Ivy instigated it by like poking the kid or something. Like
Yeah. So they put a pink sticky note on there to like, so that it's not an official kind of note in the actual write up. They added that in, but then there was another one from yesterday that you must not have
he
seen.
got bit again yesterday.
Got bit again yesterday,
Dude.
and
He's fucking with kids.
They
man.
Yeah,
call-
your
they-
kid is a hoodlum.
they called Megan and they said, "Hey, so Ivy got bit, but he was trying to take the ball from a kid, and like the kid, bit him because they were fighting over the ball, but he tried to take the ball, like the pink sticky note." instigated it.
Ivy's an asshole.
But then when I came in and I signed the slip, it said Ivy was holding the ball, and the kid tried to take the ball from Ivy, and Ivy said no, and then he bit Ivy, and I go, that ain't instigating.
No, he didn't share.
Right, if you don't give him the ball, you get bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
No, that's called a bully, and that's called Ivy sticking up for himself, and eventually he's gonna pop that kid right in the nose.
The price is wrong, bitch.
Exactly, that's what I'm teaching him.
Maybe
I read that.
Ivy's the bully.
I read that as soon as I walked in. I was like, oh, that's funny. And then underneath it had the biting policy. It looks like their biting policy is like you only get sent home. It's got to be 3 bites in 1 day.
In 1 day.
How are they going to let a kid, like, maybe go once they bite him? Don't do that. The second time they bite him, they go, all right, well, maybe we should, like,
separate kids.
Him. They're not. There's no way they're going to give a kid an opportunity to bite somebody 3 times in the same day. That's a bad rule.
All those teachers are just sitting there, just like, yeah. Let's just see who wins.
Could you stop going through my stuff?
I checked your tax returns.
I was up here, and like you're just rifling through all my papers.
I was just rummaging.
We just
through your
totally
mail.
just skirted over the fact that he's just down there reading documents.
I was like, I saw your W-2. Woo!
I didn't even think about the fact that he's just like down there going through all your shit.
Your pantry was empty, so the only thing left to look through was the mail.
That's what it is.
To me, I'm like sitting there like, oh yeah, that's
Have
funny.
you
Like,
been-
just
Abs is like, there's nothing for me to eat.
Have you
Might as
been to
well
the grocery
read.
store ever?
Like these papers were all like folded up very neatly, and
they're in like
unfolding.
they're in a folder.
What is this? Yeah, I just read shit around here. Whatever, no big deal.
Got to get the tea.
If it was that private, you wouldn't have it sitting on the kitchen counter.
Next to the snacks.
in my own home. Sorry, my own home isn't private enough for you.
I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying.
Jeez.
All right, well, let's get into our every episode segment. Let's talk some updates.
So, anybody got any updates?
Yeah, I've got an update.
Oh boy, do I have an update for you.
Somebody give me a mother flippin' update.
That was powerful.
Yeah.
That's the Twisted Tea bomber that does that. I've decided that I think until we get some kind of alcoholic drink sponsor, I'm going to drink a different thing
Or
every
a
episode.
public sponsor, apparently.
Twisted Tea, what's the ABV in that?
5%.
Same as a beer.
Same as beer.
Yeah, but it's like,
Yeah,
how many ounces?
I bought this.
Well, they sell them in normal 12-ounce
This is
cans too.
Yeah, I bought this. It's got the little orange. It's probably got to be
Saw
close
those,
to
he's
being
like, nah.
expired. It's got a little orange markdown sticker from Publix. You know, hashtag debt free, right?
That's true.
We're getting drunk on the
Debt-free,
cheap.
buy the cheap stuff.
We're getting drunk on the cheap. So
Proud.
I haven't had Twisted Tea since
Abs
I was
gonna come in
probably
with
sophomore.
Schlitz.
Since I was probably a sophomore in college. I don't even know if these taste good.
All right, so who do we want to start it off with? You want to do
Ooh, wow,
I think let's
that's
start off
delicious.
with Twinny Boy.
Twin Boy?
This is delicious.
Is it?
Oh my
they're,
God.
They're
You
not.
guys had one of these?
Yeah, they're not bad. They're really
Twisted Tea.
they're really good to drink on the
Twisted
golf course.
Tea. Easy as 1, 2, tea.
Let's get twisted.
It's not carbonated, is it?
It's not carbonated. It literally tastes like a iced tea.
Yeah, it tastes like a lemon iced tea.
Oh, these are dangerous.
Yeah, no major updates. Nothing too crazy going on. We are getting to a point now where we're more confident taking the girls to go do things in general, because the first couple of times that we tried to do it, it took us almost 45 minutes to get out of the house.
Yeah.
Like just like to go to the pediatrician's office, whatever the heck we had going on. Like it was like,
Sorry.
are you freaking kidding me?
Guys already getting
Got-
twisted over
I
there.
got twisted in the wrong pipe.
But yeah, the first couple of times we tried to go out of the house, it took
Yeah.
a solid like 45 minutes to, oh my God, do we have this? Do we have this? And now it's like in Emily's van, we just like leave an extra bag of stuff just in case.
There's definitely a period of time where it just feels impossible to leave, and you're like,
Yeah.
you don't have the mental checklist. And then, like, the younger they are, the more stuff that it feels like is on that checklist. Like, for Ivy, it's like, if I have a snack and a drink and a diaper, like, I just get out of the house. I'm like, he'll survive.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
Sometimes I leave
it's-
without the diaper bag now. I mean, like if I'm only gonna be gone for like an hour, I'm like, I'll just leave without the diaper bag. I don't
Do you
care.
have one in your car?
I got the cat. I got the little caddy.
Yeah,
thing.
I think that is probably the best piece of dad advice that I got was keep some kind of almost like a little miniature go bag in your car because once we switched diaper sizes, we didn't. So I changed everything out in Emily's car, but we didn't change it in the actual diaper bag. Yeah. So we didn't have the right size diapers one time when we were out, and I was I ran back backwards. To her. I know you would think I'd do it the other way around.
That seems backwards.
But I always like make sure the car is like good.
I only worry about the caddy thing in the car thing because those wipes. I mean, I got a pack of wipes that sit in there for. Sometimes they don't get used for weeks, months. I mean, like I can't remember the last time I had to grab it.
Do you have it still like just in like the plastic packaging?
It's in like the little packaging thing, but like
so
sitting in the car in Florida, like there's no way.
I bought a different like casing, like a plastic case for them,
and they better.
I also make sure it stays out of the sun. Like I put it underneath a thing in the back.
I
so
just buy the travel size. It's pretty small anyway. So like if it dries out, just switch it up.
Yeah.
No.
If you got to dry wipe them once or twice.
I actually fun fact. Let me tell you something. I don't know how it happened. I think it was Janie's sister got us on this like wipe subscription thing when we like first found out we were pregnant. I've never purchased wipes.
Wow.
I have that many wipes.
Wow.
In Kennedy is 15 months old. I've never purchased wipes ever.
That's impressive.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, it is.
I've bought
and I still
wipes
have a
off.
lot.
I bought wipes off Amazon probably 3 or 4 times already, and it's like I'm not buying like a couple of packs of wipes. It's like give me the 197 packs. Send that joker on.
You don't have a Costco thing. You should really get
Costco is great.
The Costco diapers.
They don't have Pampers.
The Costco. Oh, we use the Costco diapers. They're fucking great. I love the Costco diapers.
Pampers.
And
I don't
Costco
care what the diapers
My son
are.
is a Pampers boy.
Costco
That's why he's
diapers
getting
are.
bit.
Yeah. The Costco diapers are great. I think they're.
Hey,
Huggies.
you don't say that.
What, you gonna bite me?
Yeah, I will.
No, he's not gonna bite you. He's just gonna start yelling, "Johan!"
Teach you a lesson.
Yeah, the Costco diapers are great, and they have wipes. I will buy my wipes from Costco when she's 6 years old and I need to buy
we've
wipes.
been talking about getting a Costco membership forever.
I don't know
we
why
just,
you
like,
don't do it.
Well, we're never over that way.
We've talked about this.
Oh my God, those hot dogs!
You drive to St. Augustine every single day for work. There's a Costco right there.
Not one time do I go past Costco when I drive to work.
You're driving.
I
the wrong
always
way.
take A1A.
Okay, so just like take a different way one time.
It's less convenient.
You have to go to Costco.
No, I don't. I just don't get a membership. What are you talking about?
I know, but like you're missing out on a lot of great Costco opportunities.
Just go to Winn-Dixie. Order it on Amazon. They sell the same stuff.
Winn-Dixie don't got them hot dogs like that.
You know what else Costco has? It's like we got Megan's
free samples all day, every day.
We got Megan's new phone. They got like an AT&T store like in Costco. And there's like Costco only deals on like the phones, and you're like, it's better.
I bought
than
my
any
refrigerator
other.
from Costco.
I think Emily's trying to like convince me because like the last couple of days she's been sending me links to a bunch of stuff, and it's all been at Costco.
Dude, plus vacation.
Like,
they got some crazy vacation deals.
Well, I told her the other day, I'm like, well, look for a pool at Costco.
Dude, they have them.
They got.
I know.
I
know. I told her.
I
said, go find a pool at Costco because I don't know if you've seen the price of pools. I don't make pool money.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to. If you get them at Costco, though, you're gonna have to buy 10 pools.
That's fine.
Right. You got to find 9 other people to go in on pools with you.
But they'll be cheap as shit.
And the baby snacks at Costco are great. Like we do the Nutri-Grain bars, the little applesauce pouches, and it's a great way to do it. It's great with kids at Costco. Man.
Costco got all that good stuff. Folding chairs.
It's great.
Trash bags. I buy trash bags once a year. I buy a fucking 300 pack of trash bags at Costco, and I buy
only go through 300 trash bags in a year.
And that's like
one a day.
That's like one a day. That seems like a lot.
No,
I'm talking about kitchen trash bags.
It seems like
I'm like 2. I'm probably like 2 a day.
You're filling 2 full trash bags a day?
I don't know.
Probably, yeah.
If you've got multiple trash cans.
I also don't use trash bags in the diaper pail. I have like the refillable ones.
I have trash bags in the diaper pail.
Just eat them.
Yeah, I guess I could see. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Adam just walks out to his actual trash can and just dumps the diaper.
I'm definitely I'm averaging at least 2 trash bags a day.
No, you're double bagging.
I'm double bagging it, and I'm taking it out basically every day.
He's double bagging it.
But even
I'm like foot in the motherfucking trash can. I'm stomping.
Yeah.
How much could you possibly save? How much could you possibly save?
I buy trash bags once a year. That's how much I save.
I think he's got you.
Right. Okay. So if I buy them twice a year, how much are we talking?
Double.
I think he's got you.
I like it.
Double.
Debt free. Dude.
No, I can buy less. I don't have to buy exactly.
Some
how
of
many
us,
you
some
buy.
of us don't have double the trash bag money, Francis.
I'm not
Yeah.
buying them at
Okay.
Costco. I'm not saying like I only buy them twice a year, maybe 3 times a year, not Costco sized.
You're a fool. Triple the amount of times you're buying trash bags. Fool.
This is weird math we're doing here. All right, I'm gonna give an update on Ivy. Literally today, 3 hours ago, when I got home from my little escapade out and about. When I got there, Megan came out to grab Ivy, take him out of the car, whatever, and he was sleeping. So we're like, hey, we're gonna do the, transition. Where you get home, you're like, we
From
gotta
the car.
let's try to do the transition.
Oh,
from the
dude,
car.
that's so tough.
That's hard.
And
So
before he fell asleep when we were driving home, he was like kind of whining a little bit. And then he fell asleep. I was like, all right, we're good. As soon as Megan took him out, he started like kind of fussing and he was awake. And then he was like really starting to cry. And so she turned him around and he vomited all in the garage. And then we like a lot. And then we were like, we thought he was good. She put him on her shoulder, she put him on her shoulder and was patting his back. And then he did it again over the shoulder. And I was like, oh my God. And like he just like ate too much, drank too much, and was just in the car bobbing around and let her rip, man.
I know that feeling. Drank too much.
Yeah, so that's
Been there.
that's the first time that he has upchucked
Since Canada.
Probably since I mean, maybe.
Too much M&M
maybe
casserole.
That's really funny.
It's been a long time since he's upchucked.
Speaking of baby upchucked, I was just talking to somebody the other day, like having a conversation of like how good of a baby Kennedy is, and I made the comment of like that Kennedy has never thrown up ever. No, she never thrown up, and in her like even as a baby, like she never even really like spit up. Like she maybe has just like spit up like little like dribble down the chin like less than 10 times and never thrown up. I was like, this doesn't seem normal. I thought like kids were supposed to do that all the time.
It'll freak
Dude.
you out because the Canada one, which we talked about on the pod, and then this one,
Like poltergeist.
that's like
projectile.
actual
Yeah.
vomit, not like a little spit up, but like actual big
Yeah.
vomit.
So-
it really freaks you out. Like it's like, oh my God, how is that much stuff inside of
Inside
that little
of that
tiny
little
human?
yeah.
I
dude.
wouldn't be shocked. We already talked
It's-
about that.
So,
Kennedy's a
so
bottomless pit.
one of our twins has like a acid reflux. So like she's like constantly, and it's like it's more than spit up, but less than like vomit kind of thing. But it's just like constant all day long, all the time. The only time she doesn't do it is at night when she's sleeping. So like, but dude, you want to talk about something that's like frustrating? Is like you change her, you put her in an outfit
Well, that kid just stays in a bib
all the time.
every time I see her.
all
She's
the
got a
time,
bib on.
all the time. Because and even with a bib, we go through 5 outfits a day.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's unbelievable.
We were like at the park the other day. I'm like, why? She's got a bib on. She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, she's gonna spit up.
It's
At the
guaranteed.
park?
It's guaranteed every time. Like,
That's
so
crazy.
we actually like when we were talking to the pediatrician about it, because like there's no way for us to stop it. Like you can't stop the acid reflux. Like it's just until the flap, the epiglottis. Something like that.
The fluffaluppagus.
Seems
Fluffaluppagus,
like the medical term.
Yeah. So until that gets like strong
She's
enough
got
to
a
just
floppy
like
fluffaluppagus.
yeah, just to like hold stuff down. They said they eventually grow out of it, typically around a year. But like the pediatrician was like, yeah, like parents with kids that have acid reflux, they say that's the most like frustrating part of the like the most overwhelming part of like the experience is the amount of spit up
I can see that.
constantly.
It's like constantly changing bibs and outfits
all the time. Bibs, outfits.
How
like
many times a day like is she spitting up?
how many times does she spit up?
Like, I'm trying to picture this. Is it like, I mean, are you saying like, oh, it's so much because it's like 3 times a day, or are you like,
No,
oh my
no,
God, it's so much because it's 14 times
over
a day?
15 times a day.
Oh my
over.
Well, let's put it in
Yeah.
perspective. So we talked to the
That's
pediatrician
a
about
lot.
this.
Yeah, it's over 15 times a day.
Landon spits up just about every meal, like
That
at the
seems
end of the
normal.
meal. But they said it's completely
Yeah.
normal,
Yeah.
and you're probably having spit ups just randomly.
Yeah, it's not
an
it's-
hour after.
there's no rhyme or reason to it. Like when she was young, it was like, okay, like after she eats, like she's
Yeah.
gonna spit up, like we know it's
Yeah.
coming. Now it's like she doesn't do it after she eats, but like you're supposed to try and keep her upright for 20 minutes after she eats to help, settle all the food.
Don't let him swim after
exactly
eating.
Like don't let him swim. But like you'll
doing
be
that my whole
like
life.
playing with her, like, and after like 30 minutes it's like, okay, like let's do some tummy time, let's do whatever we're doing, and it's just like bleh, there, and like we give her it's like a baby Pepsid kind of thing, so it's not painful for her. So like she'll just be laughing like whatever, and then just like right back to laughing, and you're like, what the fuck, dude?
You sure you're not giving her baby Pepsi? You're giving her baby Pepsid?
It's the same thing, right?
It's baby Pepsi.
I didn't want to pay for the prescription. They said it was Pepsi.
If it's spelled the same, it's probably good.
Pamperoni pizza for babies.
That's a great idea.
That sounds like a genius idea.
Such a good
I'm just
idea.
saying.
Such a good idea.
Somebody that I know had that idea back in college.
It's a great idea. All right, you got an update over here, pal?
I don't really have any updates about my child, but I do have a personal update.
Okay, let's hear it.
You saw a Cybertruck?
I did not see a Cybertruck. Haven't seen one since that
Dude,
day.
just stop in my neighborhood, bro.
He's got one in his neighborhood.
Really?
There's
I
one
gotta
in my
bring
neighborhood.
I got stuff I got to bring back to your house. I still have that like styrofoam board thing.
Just keep
I
it.
figured you don't want it in your garage
Don't want it.
because it's pissing me off in my garage.
And I started working out again, so like it's just something else that I have to
and I got
move.
your cornhole boards too.
Started
so
working out again. How many in a row we got?
3.
3 in a row.
I saw you went on a walk today. Was that just a walk with the babies? Or?
Oh yeah, it's every day.
Oh.
Oh, did it give you that
counted it
update?
on your watch? This is like the first time I wore my watch. in a
I
long
got.
time.
I went.
So-
I went over.
so-
I went. Hold on. I went over. I went on a walk with Robo and Strack, and we like walked the kids around the neighborhood. And I had a great idea. Tell me if you think this is a good idea.
Oh, genius idea.
I love that Robo's my hype man.
Genius.
The community.
Pepperoni
The
pizza.
community. They have a community book exchanger, right? Like
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
a post
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a
yeah,
little
I've seen that. The little
bird
doors.
house. You open
Yeah.
the door, right? It's got a nice.
Yeah,
it's
I
got
see
a-
those places.
Can I talk?
I'm
Dude, let him trust me. You're gonna love this.
Gee, yeah.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
what you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's like a clear glass frame that you look through. You can see the books, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What I was pondering in the moment
A refrigerator.
was a refrigerator
Oh shit.
for leftover
Oh.
a leftover pizza community fridge.
Yeah, but it doesn't even have to be pizza. It could just be like your leftover.
No, it's got to be pizza because
No, yeah, pizza
people
holds
put
well.
people put like ran like
Yeah, I
I
don't
my
want-
leftover flan and you're like get your
Yeah.
flan out of there. I don't want flan.
Yeah.
flan?
Nobody likes
Like-
flan.
Yeah,
But
like I don't want
everybody
somebody's
loves
leftover
everybody
Chinese
loves
food.
leftover pizza. So it's a leftover pizza community fridge, and you can make it like maybe just wide enough that like it fits a box of pizza. So you just take your box of pizza that's got leftover pizza and you just put it in the big community fridge.
Dude, yeah.
Great idea. But how many homeless people hang around your neighborhood right now?
0.
Right, that would change.
No,
If the homeless people knew that, in this nice neighborhood by the beach, there's a magical box in the neighborhood that just every night has
I know, but you just,
half a pizza.
I didn't
in
even.
it.
I didn't even think about that. My first
Bro.
thought was like, "Oh, dude, I can have all this
Dude, I'm
leftover
telling
And then,
you.
pizza."
and then they start breaking into houses.
Nah,
Right. And then they go, man, these people, they buy all this pizza.
the bums
They
will
must have other
they'll
stuff.
They'll get scooped up by the feds. You know, we'll get the cops in there. We'll figure it out.
They'd get scooped up by the feds for taking free pizza. They'd get scooped up by
They're
the
not
feds.
residents of the neighborhood. It would have a little sign on the bottom that says for residents only.
Oh, what if you had a key card?
Yeah,
Like to get into the
There-
neighborhood
there is-
pool,
yeah.
you need a key card to get into the neighborhood pizza box.
Yeah.
there is. Yeah, there's an HOA.
Now we're on to something.
Now
but
we're
then somebody
talking.
just breaks
That shit would
it
get
and
broke. Yeah. So it'll get smashed with a fucking hammer.
One of the homeless guys busts it open.
It's a good idea.
But it's a good idea.
Community pizza fridge.
I think it's. I
Imagine
think
put
it's-
community drink fridge right next to it. I mean, geez, you're doing meals on all the kids in the neighborhood when they're out playing. They just eat pizza.
No, they won't.
They would not eat pizza.
There wouldn't be any in it.
Robo would be like fucking binoculars.
I
in
said
the front
Robo. I
window.
said Robo go for a lot of 3-minute runs.
sprints.
He goes like, I'm going for a run, and then 3 minutes later, stop, watch stops, eat pizza, walk home.
I can see. Yeah, Robo would be like in his front window with like binoculars, be like,
Strack's like,
and then
Strack,
strategically wait so that the person left, and then would haul ass and go get the pizza and run back home.
You go like every like Sunday night at about midnight. You go like everybody's got the Sunday pizza, put it in there.
Yeah.
a good
NFL
idea.
weekend. Yeah. that'd be a big
NFL,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good idea though.
It's a
Good
great
idea.
idea.
I like
Good
it.
idea.
It's
I
such
like
a
it.
good idea.
All right. So my
But yeah,
update.
there's a Cybertruck in my neighborhood. You should stop by.
Oh, yeah, I'll swing through there one day. All right, so my update. So I don't really have anything with Kennedy, nothing crazy new. But I did officially find out that I will be changing careers. Maybe not careers, but
Not careers.
roles in my career. I am moving from the classroom to the gymnasium. Next year, I will be Coach Abs, the newest PE teacher at Pacific Bay Middle
not
School.
coaching a team, just a PE.
No, just PE coach. Just teaching overall health and wellness to middle school children. Prepubescent teens.
You're really gonna make a difference.
Health.
I really am.
Health.
I really am. I am good. And I think the other thing too is like you said, right? Am I the perfect epitome of health right now?
Yeah.
Not quite.
Wait,
Not gonna stop this though.
Wait, what's epitome mean? That doesn't mean opposite of health.
No.
Sorry.
If epitome means opposite of health, then yes, I am that. But I think this motivates me a little bit even more. I'm still on my hashtag debt free, hashtag 3 steps to lose weight process. I'm still in process. Step 1, eat less.
Baby step 1.
I've combined step 1 and step 3.
I'm still on. I only work out when I need to watch Netflix because I can only watch it on the Peloton. So, but I usually don't pedal. I just sit on the Peloton.
Put a TV out there, bro.
No, I can't hook it up to the TV. It's like because Netflix won't let me share with my mom, and I'm not paying for it. Debt free. But anyway, I think
give you mine.
I think being the PE teacher, I think it motivates me even more to be healthy, to get in better shape, because like who wants, like when I go to bars and meet women, right? When I say, "Hey, I'm a PE teacher," they're gonna go, "Bro, you don't look like a PE teacher."
No, I think you look exactly like a PE teacher.
All right, but I think that's
you don't
wrong.
look like a personal trainer.
I think I don't want to. I think I don't want to look like a PE teacher. I think I want to look more personal
right.
trainer.
You want to look like a personal trainer, not a PE teacher. Like what you want to do is you want to say, "I teach physical education,"
Yeah.
and people go, "Oh yeah, like where do you like you got like clients? Like can I work out with you?" And you'll be like, "No, sorry, I'm a gym. I teach it for children. I'm a gym teacher." And they go, "Wow, I thought you meant personal trainer."
Yeah, that's what I'm.
You want people to like mistake you for like be like, "Wait, did you like gym teacher or personal
So
trainer?"
I will. So I think what I'm going to start doing, and maybe this will be a summer activity for me. Do you guys remember back when we were in school? They don't do this anymore in schools, but remember when we had to do like the presidential fitness challenges?
Oh yeah,
I think
dude.
I'm bringing that shit back.
The Graham
And I'm gonna
Pacer
st-
fitness
And
test.
I'm going to start doing the
I
presidential.
was so good at the box reach.
That's
That's the only
put
thing I
your
could
feet
do.
in the box. And,
Yeah.
and 1, 2, and
What is the correct like most teachers? they
Once
used
I
to
got
th-
that fighting
I think
band,
it's based on age. I
in-
think it's like an age thing.
in Florida, they used to teach like for FCAT. Do they still teach for FCAT?
We don't do FCAT anymore. It's now called FAST.
So there's a state curriculum test, standardized testing that you teach towards, right?
Yeah,
In
in
every-
your, but
in
it's
the
only
state of
but the testing that they do is only math and ELA.
What I was
English
gonna say
language
is there's nothing like that for PE.
they used to have what's called an EOC, which is an end of course exam, because the PE classes are they are different, right? So when you look at your schedule, like it doesn't
Not a
just say PE, right? It might say like team sports or like gymnastics, dance, or like something like that. Like so, there are like different
What are you
curriculums
teaching?
for I don't know.
Power
I
So
don't-
you're
lifting.
gonna teach dance and gymnastics.
I might have to
Powerlifting?
I might have to teach some gymnastics.
Oh my god!
He's a
No, but I don't know
maniac,
what it is. But like, but they used to
on the
have
floor.
like end of course exams, and pretty much that's what they have for any course that doesn't have a state test, right? So like your math,
and that's gone now. End
in
of course.
PE they don't have,
So there's nothing.
right?
You're literally graded on nothing as a teacher.
Well, I'm sure there are. Well, no, it's not like
Like if
right.
you're if all the
it's
kids,
not like
hold
it's not
on.
like put all the kids out, they run a mile if they
if
can
all,
run a mile.
if all
like
the kids
you
start
are
your
a great
class,
teacher.
if all the kids start the class and they're in great physical condition, everything's good, and they end it and they are just shoving pizza down their gullets and they're 10 pounds heavier and they all don't want to run. That doesn't matter.
As long as they're not
Well,
doing that during
there's
class,
what, 5
I
other
would not
classes.
get fired.
Yeah.
Right.
There's
Right.
5 other classes throughout the day. How do you know you're not doing it in there?
Right. As
Right,
long
but
as
the point of
as
PE,
long as they're not doing it,
Because
in-
those teachers don't look like
right,
apps.
right. But like if I can't do math at the end of the semester, you don't blame my history teacher for not teaching me math. You blame the math teacher. And you're saying that there's no grading for PE.
I don't know. I'd have to see. I've never.
This will
Do
be
you give out
interesting.
homework?
I'd like kids to go.
You got to be
home
careful. Like now with like body shame, you can't even like talk about like.
I'd like kids to go home and do maybe 30 minutes of physical activity a night. I think that's. I don't.
Give
That
out
doesn't
homework.
seem. It doesn't seem unreasonable to ask a
go
kid to
play
go home
catch
and
with
do
your
that.
dad tonight.
Are you gonna hit him with the get on the sales?
What?
That would have been the perfect time to cue it up.
No, I'm
You
not
know,
going to.
that- we need to
Get on the scale, son.
We need to
off
get
the sales.
madder than the
No,
Dan
no, I
Marino.
am
We need to
not.
get the Dan Marino. There's no fucking flub.
I didn't flub.
No, I'm not going to do that. But But I'm excited about it, man. I think it's gonna be.
Congratulations.
I think it's gonna be a fun.
We
Congratulations,
know
you
this
find
is
the
we know this has been a goal for you to find the easiest route. of the
See, I
easiest
disagree. And I
job.
had somebody say that to me. I had someone say that to me today. They were like, "Oh, you're moving over to PE?" I said, "Yeah." Like she goes, "You're the smartest guy in this whole school." I was like, I think people think. I don't think PE is as easy as people think. And and I say that now because I'm a PE teacher. Like before I was a PE teacher, I would say
those who cannot do teach.
Yeah.
And those who cannot teach
gym.
That's tough though. Like
Who's gym?
Or team sports.
That's tough though because my mom. I'd argue my mom is like, she's a great teacher. She taught PE. But you know what? You know who the really good PE teachers are? Are like PE teachers like my mom. And when you see like my mom's name on your schedule, you're like, oh fuck, I got this lady. Like her PE is boring because she makes us like keep notebooks.
She'll like she's gonna like tell the class to run a lap and like she'll run with the class. You're gonna spin your whistle around your fingers and then backwards.
I already have a
and
whistle.
then forwards.
I told him the first like week he should dress up like a 1960s like gym teacher.
Oh, I'll
Go
be
get
wearing
like
those.
the bike
I'll
shorts.
be wearing those cotton athletic shorts.
I'll buy you bike shorts if you'll wear them. I'll go out and I'll buy you 5 pairs.
Probably not.
dude,
bike
it might not be a
I'll
first
take
day
5
of school.
pairs of those.
They're like collector's items.
I know. You can't find them anywhere.
Can I get bike shorts PSA graded?
Put them in a hard case.
My dad's sitting on a freaking gold mine.
I know.
Robo, just look at the comments. Every pair of shorts that you wear are those gym shorts.
No, I know.
but they're
but I
not
want
made
them-
of cotton.
I want them to be made of
They
cotton.
need to be They need to have 4
that's fair. That's
4
fair.
buttons, right?
Yeah.
Like
It's
it's
like
4
little-
heavy duty.
Yeah,
buttons.
heavy duty buttons.
And you didn't realize
that are
how
never coming
like
off.
you don't understand how valuable those are. And then like looking back, you're like those dads with the big they needed those buttons. Those buttons were
You needed the
support.
industrial
You
buttons.
needed industrial buttons.
Yeah, dude.
And then you had like they
And
were
now
just-
people wear back braces. They
I mean,
didn't
what were
need
they-
back braces
those
when
things-
they had
those
the
things
bike
were- those
shorts.
things
Yeah, you didn't need back braces with the bike
There was
shorts,
so
bro.
much support.
those things were made of like horse hide. I mean, those things were thick, dude. They were thick, man. I don't know what's
Yeah, I
thicker
need
than
to get some of those.
polyester.
Bro, my dad must have been sitting on a gold mine before he got rid of his.
Yeah,
mine
man.
too.
He had like 4 drawers of them.
I think that my dad's bike shorts they must be just like eroded.
Will you have
in the-
will you have a whistle?
I already have a whistle.
So that was the first thing you bought.
I've owned a whistle.
You've been
like,
promoted.
You know, it's one of those things where it's like don't dress for the job you have, like dress for the job you want. Like when I became a teacher, the first thing I bought was a whistle because I knew.
Every day, Abs is woken up before going to school. He puts on his pit vipers. He puts his whistle in his mouth. He goes, "You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you." Takes
Yeah,
the pit-
you gotta go
takes
buy
the
some pit vipers,
Takes the
dude.
pit vipers off. Takes the whistle out.
And then you
buy
just
some
hear
pit
an
Oh,
eagle
I can't
screech in the background.
Let me just do a quick shout out to another PE teacher that we all know and love, follower, watcher of the pod, Tony Polster. I might take a play out of Tony Polster's book. He is the king of the basketball shorts, collared shirt.
Yes,
That's his
Yeah,
move.
that's it.
That's
Yeah,
his
dude.
thing. He's like gym shorts with a polo on.
He's like classy, but like ready to whoop your ass in some hoops.
Right. And the other thing I thought about too, I was thinking about this a lot today. My left-handed layup is going to be impeccable.
your left-hand layup is terrible. Dude. Oh my God.
I will do. I think I'm willing to say this right here, right now. I will do 100 left-handed layups every single day after school.
Shut up.
No shot.
Until I can make 100 left-handed layups in a row, I will do it.
No shot.
A lot of people they their dream is to be like the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. This is your dream. You've reached your dream.
Pretty close.
And you've reached your dream very early. I mean, like
Very early in
life. I mean, you've reached it.
Marry a
Shut
man like me,
You
dad.
you just get to live out the dream.
Shout out to me.
You reached the dream.
I've reached the dream. This
Teach
is it.
teach gym. You got 2 months off in the summer. Going on a little cruise in the winter. I mean, this
This
is
is
the
it.
dream.
I mean, this is it. I mean, you want to talk about the peak?
He's about to have a panic attack.
Yeah, he's freaking out now.
I got to come up with a new dream. Sounds like I need to come up with a new dream. And
All right,
it's
let's
my left-handed
switch.
layup.
Let's switch gears here and let's talk to someone about a topic that's maybe a little bit more relevant to the genre of the podcast in fatherhood.
Wait, we want to talk about dad stuff 35 minutes in? Nice.
All right, we're giving life updates.
All right, before we get to you, did you guys hear the story of this lady in Ohio that left? This is actually kind of parent related. She left her their 1-year-old infant in a crib and went on a vacation.
10 days.
Yeah,
For
went on
10
a
days.
10-day
She's
vacation.
She's life in jail.
What is that?
What a fucking
What could possibly
psychopath.
Well, and then like a week.
Like left him like a cat with like food and water like in a like.
Yeah.
Did she? I don't even.
I
know.
think she did. I think she left like food and water like in a bowl like it was a fucking cat.
And then there was a some other lady apparently that was like a TikTok or Instagram influencer about like, oh, this is like what it's like to be a stay-at-home mom, like one of those kind of people. And she just like tied her kids up like with duct tape around their teeth. Like, what are you doing?
Like her own kids?
Shot in the
I'll
head.
tell you.
Shot
I'll tell
in
you
the
what.
head.
I can
Like
understand.
held
like,
them like prisoners.
It's a terrible thing, but can I sometimes understand the like you accidentally left your kid in the car? I've had days where like if you're not used to driving
some
a kid
weird
where it's
takes,
like
man.
where it's like the baby the babysitter drives and like leaves the kid in the car because they're not used to getting the kid out. Like I don't have that issue because I'm used to getting the kid out of the car every single day. Right. And now the cars have the reminders of like did
There's
you
some-
get your
some
kid?
in the back
Right?
seat,
It's on the
yeah.
back. That's just great. So like I can give some of those people
Yeah.
like newer cars. Yeah, you got
Yeah.
an old car, dude. They don't do it.
Yeah.
2020 is old.
Yeah.
You don't even know, dude.
So like I give people the slight benefit of the doubt with that of like, okay, like if you're not
and your Raptor's not a 2020. It's an 18, bro. Get over yourself.
is it?
Oh, it is. Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, get over
Wow,
yourself.
How do you
bro.
know the year of my car?
Because I know you had it before COVID, and
Because
I
he
moved
was-
into my house in COVID.
How about this?
Because he
Live
was
your own
downstairs.
life,
anything
brother.
else?
Live
read
your own life.
I read-
Anything else?
I
He
read your
knows
car.
live
I
your
read
own
your
life,
car
bro.
statement. I read your car
I read
statement
your
on the
car
calendar.
state- yeah.
I went through your mail and read your car statement. But I can understand that.
Yeah. By the way,
I
somebody
can-
wants to update your insurance.
You need to. By the way, you need a new prescription. I see you're out of vitamin D.
Somebody wants to talk to you about your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Did you check that letter? That's down there too. No, but like I give those people sometimes the benefit of the doubt of like, okay, I don't get the kid out of the car every single time. But like something like this where it's like you strategically go like, I'm gonna be gone for 10 days. This infant, like she'll be fine.
Even if you did,
Yeah,
even
probably
if you,
couldn't find
even
a
if you said
babysitter.
like I'm gonna do it, right, and you left and you're like I'm doing it, after like a day, would the guilt
Yeah.
not just like
Right. How could
Yeah.
you?
But she was like posting on Instagram and
Yeah.
like
It-
and then
disgusting.
and then the defense was she was really stressed out. And you're like, what? She was
Yeah.
stressed out? Like hire a baby. You paid for a plane ticket to go. Just hire a babysitter and like go to like Cleveland. Like, why do you got to go? Like, just go out of town. Like, what are you doing? dude? Like,
Cleveland?
she was in Ohio, so I'm just like, go to Cleveland on vacation. I don't care. Go. I don't know what's in Ohio. I don't know. Is there anything good in Ohio?
Sandusky.
Cabs.
Akron,
Akron, the rubber capital of the world.
the Rubber Duckies.
Shout out
But
to the
that
Akron Rubber
story
Ducks.
that story's insane. Sorry.
Yeah.
So now let's get back to Cardinals.
Here's some good dad advice. Don't go on a vacation and leave your kid at home alone if they're less than I don't know, 13.
I gotta say, Abs
They're
has
done.
done
I
this
don't know when you do
probably 3 or 4 times on this whole podcast, where he will start and say, "I gotta say, I'm not saying I would do it, but I
Yeah, terrible
understand."
takes, man.
And then goes through this like 10, 15 seconds of like, "This sounds awful. This sounds awful," and then like the back end of the argument makes total sense, and you're like, "Okay, I get it." But like if you just started it there, everybody'd be like, "Yeah, I get it."
Well, you know, like when we finally monetize this thing and YouTube starts putting ads in, like I could see YouTube putting an ad in at like the not right time where everybody like is like, wait, is this guy saying leaving a kid in the car is okay? And then like YouTube ad, Tide Pods, do not eat these, they're delicious, blah blah blah. And then it come back and go, but like you know they're not used to it, blah blah blah. And then they go, oh. But like during that ad, they're probably never gonna buy Tide Pods because they're so fucking furious that they think I think it's okay to leave kids in the car.
That, or you're gonna lose us viewers.
Or they're gonna turn
They're
us
just gonna
off.
turn us off.
I forgot YouTube did ads because I just pay for premium.
Wah, wah.
Get
Hashtag
over
debt free.
yourself,
Hashtag
dude.
debt free. I don't do that.
Yeah.
Do you really?
So
That's because you cheaped out on a
like,
2018
did you
Raptor.
get premium because you have YouTube Live TV? Like part of your package?
No, it's 2 separate things.
Oh, can't hide money.
But I watch YouTube. I don't do any other social media. I don't do like Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or
YouTube has good
TikTok
stuff,
or
man.
anything like that. So like to pay for to have to watch ads on the only thing I'm going like no, I don't want to watch ads.
Makes
Fair
sense.
enough.
The ads do drive me crazy, man.
Can we get to Jaime's
Yes, I'd
story?
love to hear more about it.
Jaime's update?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a story. It's just we're just kind of
Hear more about it.
We're
gonna
banking on-
we're gonna recap the first nine weeks of life, right?
7, 8 weeks, something like that.
I thought it was.
don't know.
Is it?
Something
I thought it was
like
9.
that.
No.
No, today he turns 7 weeks on Sunday.
I liked the.
Today
he
turns 7 weeks on Sunday.
We're in the 7th week.
But tomorrow he turns 7 weeks on Monday.
I liked the
Leap year.
I liked the 1 month cards. I really liked the 1 month photo. I liked the little blanket you guys have with the little baseball gloves and stuff. I like that.
We came out of the gate. We go, okay, it's time, Cardwell time. Let's go. Let's get some updates.
The best he had.
And the first update is today he turned 7 weeks on Sunday. That's the first thing out of the gate.
I get it.
I like it.
I
They all
get
work
it.
on
You were trying to say
reservations.
that.
Yeah, because these podcasts don't come out the same week, so it's like this week
Yeah, I get
on
it.
Sunday.
I get
Steve
it.
Irwin's kids, they live on
So
reservations.
you're saying when this podcast comes out,
No, I'm saying now as we're recording it
as we're recording it
on Sunday,
on Sunday,
he turns 7 weeks.
right? Okay.
Yeah, it
No,
might not have
that's
said
a-
it the best way, but it's
That
got
adds up.
things and stuff.
So you're saying that on April 7th, 3 days from today, he will be
7 weeks.
7 weeks old.
We're 7 weeks in. So this is the 7 week update. One thing I definitely want to cover is, do you recall
how easy is it? How
No,
easy it is?
So yeah, that was funny.
That was
Do you
funny.
recall saying that Tiff likes to do things alone, so she'll want to do it alone?
It sounds like something I would say.
How is that?
Oh,
do
you
you,
100%
do you
said that.
feel that any women who like to be independent and do things alone, probably when the kid comes, will not continue to feel that way and will be like, "Get your ass in here and burp this baby."
Yeah, nope.
Yeah, nope. What?
They don't want you to leave.
No.
Yeah,
They don't even want you. They don't even
I
want you to leave
was
when things are
mistaken.
going good.
What's crazy is like they don't want you to leave, but they also don't want you there.
100%. I think that's what I was getting at,
Yeah.
and I just didn't. It didn't.
Like no matter what, you're wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
So walk through some of these scenarios where, like, have you guys done a lot of out of the house adventure stuff or what?
We actually had our first last week. We had our first lunch like out at a restaurant.
Okay.
Me and Tiff took the kid out to the restaurant.
Kept them in the car seat, take the car seat out, leave them in the car seat the whole time?
Yeah, car seat in the stroller.
That's an easy time. That's an
Out
easy way
on
to
the
eat.
Yeah.
they had a little back patio, so it was
Nice.
nice.
Yeah.
It was nice out.
Where
it
did
was
you
perfect
eat?
weather.
Where did you eat?
There's a little like it's called 1970 something eatery. It's like right outside of our neighborhood in
Oh,
San
okay.
Marco.
I
It's-
thought you were gonna say the Cuban Bistro, like 1928.
Oh, that place, bro.
Talk about daddy like that place, dude.
Yeah, they got the breakfast dudes banging.
Yeah,
there.
bro. Sorry.
No,
Go ahead.
Sorry,
we
no.
but no, it went well. We were outside. It was beautiful weather. He didn't cry at all. We fed him a bottle. He chilled out the whole time.
We did that once with you guys. Remember we went to Palm Valley Outdoor?
Yeah, I was
And it was like there was like live music.
live music, and because it wasn't great weather outside, it was live music inside of the restaurant.
Oh, just
Yeah.
chaos.
Chaos. Ivy slept the whole
Slept
time.
the whole time. He didn't care.
Didn't even
that.
care.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, that's the coolest baby ever.
Yeah. So there's
Little did I know.
I guess I'll get over the main like the first big things. When you're like really fresh into it, like first 2 weeks, the thing we've never talked about on overrated, underrated, doggy pee pads.
So you don't have to take the dog outside.
No. You everywhere that you're, because like the first week or two, you're not putting the kid in clothes. He's just like in a onesie and a diaper, or like some, or just even diaper sometimes. So everywhere that we laid him down, there was a doggy pee pad underneath him, because it was just like constant, because he was so small that he would just, and we also got him circumcised. So when you first get him circumcised, you're putting the A&D ointment all over the front of the
Yeah,
diaper,
that's
and
the
it
thing.
waterproofs it.
That's the thing.
So I guess that's the biggest thing.
The ointment,
Okay,
the
okay.
ointment makes.
Because I was gonna
makes the
say, like
diaper-
I was like, if he's leaking piss, either A, you're not
No.
changing his diaper
Yeah.
soon
No,
enough,
no.
or B,
yeah,
you're-
that was what it was.
diapers
So
are
The,
on.
oint- the ointment, because it goes on the pee hole, so it like sprays it out in different directions, and it waterproofs that diper.
yeah, so they said the easiest part to do it is just to wipe it on the front of the diaper, so it won't stick to the healing wound. So it literally waterproofs it, so it just shoots out
That makes
everywhere.
sense.
So we were just putting doggy pee pads all over the house, and it saved us so much laundry and shit.
all over the like basically every time you put him
Every
down,
time we
you
put him down
on top of
on
it.
top, yeah.
Okay. What now? This is a maybe a little off topic. No, it's on topic kind of. As boy dads, I've never had this. Is it like? Do you have to like be aware of the wean when you're putting it in the diaper. Like have you ever had a scenario where like you put the diaper on and then you realize like he's pissing down his leg and then you look and you go, oh,
so
'cause his
the only
dick is
thing
hanging out?
the only thing is you just have to you got to point it down.
Okay.
Because if you keep
and it could be aimed up and like
No, you just go quick, man, and he's gonna pee. You gotta go quick. Go quick.
Oh, we've caught some piss.
It's Russian
before.
roulette, man. It's Russian roulette, and he's gonna pee a geyser. You know, he's gonna pee right.
But he's not like pissing out the side because his ween's hanging out. It's like
Yeah, you can.
like you ever like put it on and like you don't realize. Like you know what I'm trying to say, right? Like we're girl dads.
How
right?
big do you think a baby wiener
You're a
is?
girl dad. You know it's called a penis, not a ween, right?
This ween.
That's a ween.
What do you think? What do you
You're
think?
drinking booze and dropped 40 F-bombs already in
Right,
this
but you can't
episode,
say
but you can't say
penis?
penis.
Wait. Do you think that? Do you think that? Do you think? Do you think
No,
that
babies
like,
don't
my,
have penises. They're weaned.
Do you think that my
You're not- it's not a penis
6-week-old?
till you're-
You think my 6-week-old kid is just hanging dong out the side of the diaper?
No, I just think like the diapers are really tiny too. Like I think it's like a
Yeah,
combination.
like the baby.
It's like look,
he was
it's like
born, what,
my-
19 inches?
I'm not going to talk about.
Big
We're not,
do you
talk about
think
your
the
ween.
thing is?
we're not going to
19 inches.
We're not
Half
going
of
to
it's
talk
his
about.
dick.
Yeah, like,
We're not going to talk about my ween. But if I wore underwear that were as small as a diaper, mine might hang out the side, and I might piss down my own. I don't piss my pants, but if I did that one time, it would have gone right down my leg and not on my.
What if you're?
underwear.
What if
the
you?
baby
What if
was
you're
born
using,
19 inches long. You think half of it is dick?
19 inches? That must be this big.
No, you don't have to. You just have to keep it neutral. Put it in neutral. The other thing that is the best thing ever. We got sterilizer bags. So these things are like little plastic bags that you wash everything and then you throw it in there with like 3 ounces of water. You throw it in the microwave for 3 minutes and it sterilizes everything inside of it.
for bottles?
Yeah.
Oh.
For bottles, for pacifiers, for pumps, for all of it. It's
I
great.
As
I just put
opposed,
everything in the
how much
baby
fits?
Brezza
How much
sterilizer.
fits in this sterilizer bag?
They're probably
Like how many bottles can you put in it?
it's probably about the size of like a one of the big Ziplocs,
Like a gallon bag.
like a gallon
So
bag.
what, like 3 bottles?
2
2 bottles in parts?
The zips.
You can fit an entire both sides of a breast pump inside of it and all the parts. So it's not small.
Yeah, it's not.
It's probably like half,
I don't hate that.
It's
I
probably
don't-
like half the size of a sterilizer.
Like a baby Brezza
I don't hate that
sterilizer.
but you
idea,
could
though,
do
because-
two. But you could do 2 runs pretty quick.
You do them quick,
Yeah.
but it doesn't.
and we
dry,
get
it doesn't dry them.
No. We get multiple bags, and so it's like we're throwing 2 bags in there, 3 minutes, pull them out, throw them on the rack, throw more shit in there, throw it in the microwave, 3 minutes.
So even though that's pretty easy, is it surprising to you how much bottle and pump and how much stuff has to get washed?
Oh, it's constant.
So
It's
regularly.
It's constant. I feel like
it's
that's my job.
It's insane.
It's
I think what
unbelievable,
I've
man.
found, and this might be some good dad advice too. Is we used to get so overwhelmed with the amount of bottles and shit that's like in the sink that needs to be washed, but recently we just transitioned to like, and I think we got this idea from you guys, to like, why was there so many bottles in the sink? It was because we owned so many bottles, and so instead of washing one to make her a bottle, I just grab a clean one and throw it in the sink. And then before you know it, there's 18 dirty bottles in the sink. You're like, what the fuck?
See, our
But
thing-
now
we-
we've like
we
now
are-
we've done
yeah,
like
we-
there's a perfect middle ground. Of
We
like,
only have 8 bottles.
well, we have 6.
Our
now.
thing
So it's
isn't
like-
really bottles because the bottles,
Breastfeeding.
yeah, because we're breastfeeding. So
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot of the bottles that
The
I'm
pump
sterilizing is the pump bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're putting all the milk in the bottles, and then you have to transfer it to the big, and then you got to go into the big container that you hold for like 4 days before
Yeah.
you bag it.
I had the worst of both worlds, which is that Megan was pumping like crazy and he was going out of bottles. So it wasn't you didn't get the relief of a breastfeed, and then you didn't get the relief of it's just formula. You're like pumping and then like washing the pumps and then like putting it in the
Yeah.
bottles and like feeding
Well,
the
so-
bottle and like so it was like net for us. It was never ending, but there was a perfect middle ground of like 8 bottles,
Yeah.
which was
Yeah.
like. It was like 4 in, and then we would send them to school with 4, and then you could load up 4 the next day. So it was like a good 4 a day.
Yeah, I think
kind of-
that's
yeah.
why we have so little bottles, because like we're not sending them to daycare or anything. So like Emily's parents help us out during the day, so it's like, you know, the bottles are gonna get washed
But
during
8
the
is
day.
a
It's
good
not.
number. 8's
Yeah,
a
no,
good
I'm
number.
saying, but yeah, with 2 of them, it's like you have 4 each,
that's
basically.
true.
Yeah, so it's like eight. I think is still a good number for us because we don't have to send them to daycare with any pre-prepared bottles.
Yeah.
So and then the pump parts thing, like the first month Emily was pumping, and then there was a bunch of stuff that happened that they basically told her like, hey, like you can't breastfeed them. Kind of thing.
like the milk allergy thing, right?
Well, that and there was some other things in there.
So you've had good luck with breastfeeding. You've had good luck with just feedings in general. With the washing stuff, you've kind of gotten a good figure out there. You had a little gassy incident.
Yeah, we had a hard learning experience that whatever Tiff eats, the gassy things that she eats can make it to the baby.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't even anything bad. It was broccoli. She ate broccoli, and it was just a nightmare. Like he was down for the count for like 2 days, 3 days.
You do the bicycle thing?
Oh, everything. I felt like I was like
Things
felt like I was
crack me
spinning
up,
around like at the pizza shop. Like it was doing whatever.
Oh, you shouldn't
Your
do
finger
that.
was in his butt.
I don't know.
Have you? Did you have to use a? Did you have to use a
He
windy?
didn't think about that until you said it.
Did you have to use a windy? Have you used one of those?
Have you used those?
I don't even have
the
windy.
windy. The windy is like
Yeah,
a,
it's,
Do you
it's
like
the little-
Wendy's?
It's the little.
sorry. The windy. The windy. It's like this like tube you like stick up their ass and it makes them like let all their gas out.
Do you like Wendy's?
The one thing.
You know.
The one thing I will say, you cannot put enough Desitin
That's
on
true.
the baby. Like it is, we
Yeah.
lather that ass up in Desitin,
Yeah.
and
Aquaphor does the same thing.
I have the problem.
You got to get to. You got to just change diapers. You got to just get. You'll start to figure out like the. But you just every
That's what I'm
time
bad at.
you just got to change them like all the time. And
Yeah.
it's like if you think, well, I'll me wait like a
It's
30.
only kind of blue.
That's when the blowouts come. That's when everything happens. That's when he
Yep.
gets the rashes.
well, also we
You
learned
just
If you're
change 'em?
if you're checking it
Yeah.
and there's any little
Don't even
bit
check
of
it.
get it out.
I just
Just change
I
it.
just stopped
Who
checking.
fucking
I just
cares
said
if
like
it's
I
clean?
know he's at least.
you have a routine where it's just
And it's
like,
like just I just
change it.
It's like just
We
change
at
it.
this point just
yeah,
change
we
it.
also learned that yellow poop phase, that poop is really acidic.
It's
So if you
disgusting,
let
yeah.
it sit there, like they get really bad diaper rashes because
Yeah.
the poop itself is super acidic.
Mhm.
Yeah, I basically was like, as soon as I heard him poop, it's like go. Like as soon as he fart, go. It's like I'm going like immediately.
Yeah.
And then it was like I just stopped even. I didn't even listen for it or check. I just started like every hour, hour and a half, whatever. When I was staying home from work, it was just like I'm changing.
Yeah.
We're changing.
Yeah, I struggle with the Destin using it as a preventative. Like I only use it as a like when she has a rash, and then what happens is like I use it. The rash goes away. I go, okay, rash is gone. Stop using it.
Yeah.
And then like the rash comes back like a week later.
So,
I'm
like, we
just
did-
fucking use it all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
use it
did
preventatively,
protective.
and it's the same thing with
we
like
did.
simethicone drops.
And
like
with the, and
at
same
the
thing
first-
with-
yeah, we did the Desitin and the butt paste and all that stuff.
oh, some Boudreaux.
Yeah, and then we switched. So preventative wise, we switched to just like Aquaphor.
Yeah, the Aquaphor's great.
Yeah.
Aquaphor's great for your own
yeah.
skin.
The other thing that we learned from having a newborn is solicitors are the fucking worst because they show up.
like Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah, or tree trimmers, or they show up
Can we talk to you about your Lord and
specifically when that baby has just gone to sleep.
Right.
And I did want to thank you for that no soliciting sign that you guys sent us. Megan sent it to us.
I don't even.
It's great. It says
I didn't even know we sent that.
it says
You're
it
welcome.
says
Shout out Megan.
it says no soliciting. Knocking makes the dog sad, which makes it bark and makes the baby sad, which makes mommy very mad.
That sounds
Nice.
like a big fucking
It's a big
sign.
fucking
Does that take up your whole door?
There's probably a couple extra words in there, but that's what it is.
Why don't you just put it?
That's
Get a
the
sign that
sentiment.
says.
That's the
Why
sentiment.
don't you just get a sign that says, "If you knock, I will fucking kill you." That sounds
That's
like it
a
would
little
take up less
aggressive.
place.
That's a little aggressive.
No, it
I
is
would
true.
knock,
But
I tell you
also,
Yeah, dude, that was the worst thing. I had a roofing guy show up at my house one time right when we got both girls down right at the beginning, and I was like, "Dude, I'm not interested." He goes, and he like got mad at me, "Bro, I'm trying to save you like $30,000." I'm like, "A new roof doesn't cost $30,000 fucking dollars. Get away from my house, dude." Like you just woke both of my kids up.
Yeah, get away.
Get the fuck away.
That's salesman for you. They can't
I
live
always
with them
tell
and they
them-
can't be standing up.
I always tell when people come to my
I mean, if
house.
he's gonna pay me to put a roof on, I mean, might
No,
as well,
you want
right?
to get people to you want to get those people to leave real quick. My go-to is I tell the people that I'm a renter. I'm like, hey, I can't make that decision.
Yeah.
I rent here. And
That
they go,
still leaves them with knocking.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Yeah, you just tell him to get the hell out of there. But the other thing is, that's why I like this house because there ain't nobody walking down the street. Jehovah's Witnesses not going.
Oh, you got to really want it. If
They
you're coming
are
down
not.
here.
I'm not getting solicitors here, which is great. But the dog barking, like your house is small enough that if that dog barks anywhere, the kid's hearing it.
Oh, I guarantee you, I'm gonna come home tonight after this podcast, and as soon as I open the door, the dog's gonna wake up, freak out, sprint out of the room barking.
And that wakes him up every time.
Not always,
Yeah.
but
But
sometimes.
but you can't hide. You can't hide.
Oh yeah, he like when he sleeps, like the sound doesn't like, but it's like
Yeah.
I
Get
don't
him
know.
used
It's
to it.
every once in a while.
Yeah,
But
get him
you,
used
but
to
you
it.
also
Used to
can't
it.
hide him in the nursery like far away. I got lucky because I could tuck IV in a nursery if we really had to. But yeah, like I think for us it was my snoring was waking him up. If the dog barks, it's waking him up. So if I was getting a knock at the door during a nap, it's like that kid's waking up. Like there's
Yeah.
no way.
I did have one. Since we're getting pretty far along here, the last thing that we did, we just started a day schedule. Like True Blue, we bought the book Moms on Call. I don't know if any of you guys have gotten that. It's a great book. It's specifically
I didn't
like
know they make books.
Is it on
that stuff.
Netflix?
no, it's a book.
Oh, then I'm out.
It's specifically
audiobook version?
made to give you like a playbook for you. It's got all these different chapters and stuff you go through, and it'll give you like step-by-step schedules of like how you can have your best outcomes with things. It's like we wake up, feed him, keep him up. Like he'll usually sleep till after he wakes up and eats till like 7:30, and then you like play with him for an hour or two, and then it's like 10 o'clock feed, 12:45 feed. It's basically like, and then it'll tell you if you have a crazy day, it doesn't really matter what happens like throughout the day, but at 5:30, there better be a bottle or a titty in his mouth. Like just feed him at 5:30, and then your night will have that same schedule. Yeah, nice.
You like that one?
Daddy, chill.
That was good.
We yeah, that sounds a lot like Janie. Janie.
You get that on there?
Not
Got that on there.
Not a naked grandma titty though.
Do that again. Do that again. Give me that again.
Naked grandma!
What's the last thing you'd want to see as a Berkeley?
Oh, that's
That was
great.
That's so funny.
Dynamite.
Janie,
dynamite.
when we were like early on with that, we were always trying to get in that routine, and it sounds pretty similar. It was like Janie was always on this thing where it's like eat, play, sleep, eat, play, sleep, and like to not
live, laugh, love.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's how
Notice love comes at the end.
yeah, love is the last part. Live and laugh first. But
Eat, play,
But
love.
I think it was always like you don't want to get in the habit of feeding them to sleep, because then they the only way they go to sleep is if you feed them. And so I think that was kind of the whole thing. It's like feed them, then have them burn that energy, then have them go. And it sounds similar to
we
what you're
did.
doing.
We feed before we go to sleep.
At bed.
do
We do that
the-
with bedtime.
I didn't read. Megan read a lot because she's
Yeah.
a reader. I didn't read anything.
I didn't read anything.
But whatever we read, it was like a general guideline, and it was pretty much from there. Like, just figure out what works for my kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
My kid don't. He's like
We just started doing. We were doing baths like once or twice a week. We just started to the point where we do nightly baths, and we're probably only using soap like once
Every
or twice
single
a week.
day.
Yeah, so we're
Holy
only
shit.
using soap like once or
Wow.
twice
You
a
do that too?
week, but just
With
putting
both of
him
them.
putting him in that warm water
Yeah.
just gets him ready for bed.
It gets them like a. Again,
Like
this
they
is-
know, like
this
they
is-
know
they
that
know
like when
they
I
know
hit
that
the
it's
water,
like
I
just
know
calms him down.
yeah,
and
it
gets
calms
him.
them down. Like so, Emily follows we follow a thing, but Emily's the one who like watched all the videos and stuff. It's called Taking Care of Babies. The lady's name is Kara. So it
Oh, I
basically,
get it. I get
yeah.
it. Okay.
So it helps like lay out the routine when they hit certain months and certain milestones and things like that. So the one big thing when we really noticed a difference in like both of our kids sleep pretty much through the night, and they're 5 months old, and they've been sleeping through the night for the last like 2 months. Like obviously, like there's going to be sleep regressions and things are going to happen, but for the most part, we put them down between 7 and 8 o'clock, somewhere in that time range, and they're asleep until we go get them in the morning. So it's like basically her whole thing is like, hey, it's a 12-hour day, so like whatever time you wake them up, make that the time that you have your last feed and you're putting them to bed kind of thing.
It's so funny because like Ivy on the weekends sleeps in until like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Still goes to bed at 7 p.m.
What?
We still put them to bed at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like
Kennedy's
and-
have it like
Yeah,
6:37
and as they
every
get
morning.
older, like obviously your routines and everything
But-
are going to change, but like
Yeah.
that routine happened to be what worked best for us with
Yeah.
2 kids trying to figure out like, hey, we have to stick to this routine. Made it very tough, but also it's easier because we're not in a daycare, right? So like
Yeah.
we don't have to tell somebody else like,
Yeah.
hey, can you try and stick to this schedule and hope that they do it?
Right.
Like Emily's parents are there, so they're like super strict with the routine and. Yeah, we do the nightly bath thing as well.
The bath is
It's
true.
helped
We
a
only
lot.
we only use soap like once or twice a week.
That's actually
But-
true. Like what it's there's scientific, like this the science behind it is that the heat actually lowers your core body temperature.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you get warm and then it lowers your core body temperature as you sleep, which is a much easier way for your body to enter REM sleep or that deep sleep or whatever. So yeah, a warm bath, even if like so we still don't use soap every day. We use
Yeah.
soap every once in a while. But a warm bath every night, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are all. My kid like maybe every other
Just
day.
try it out.
They'll
But,
sleep-
we don't
they'll
have any
they'll
issues
sleep-
sleeping,
they'll sleep-
so it's
they'll
not.
sleep.
Yeah,
The-
I mean, our kids sleep great with it, and like
Yeah.
once we figured out, like, hey, this is gonna be the routine. Like the first couple of weeks was tough because it was like, is this really friggin' working? But then like they hit a point where it was like, hey, yeah, we need to stick to this routine because
Yeah.
they know that it's at that point they know it's like bath, bottle, bed kind of thing.
Right.
So the last thing I want, and we might want to actually make an episode out of this. Me and Tiff went and met with the finance guy just to kind of see what we're doing for this year, what our goals want to be, all that stuff. And the one thing that we talked about was when's the right time to start making living wills.
Right now, everybody should have
Exactly. Just
Yep.
well, just a
I don't have anything to
baseline,
give my kids,
a
so
baseline
no point.
thing. Well, it just
yeah, but it avoids.
Yeah,
it
but when
avo-
you become a gym teacher,
When I
It-
start making the big bucks.
yeah,
it's it's a lot. There's a lot more. Than
it might
just,
it
there's
might
lot
be
more
a
to think
good
about.
thing to just have an episode about. The other thing, which I'd never heard about that he brought up, was talking about freezing your baby's credit report until he's 18 to protect him against fraud. And the guy brought it up. He was like, yeah, you can go. All you have to do for your newborn is call there's like a form that you fill out from the 3 credit bureaus, and you just say, this is my newborn, all stuff. I just want to make sure that anything cannot be taken out of his social security number. Like,
What if I want to open up a credit card in his name?
Yeah.
then you
Yeah.
call them and you
You
open it and you make
unfreeze
the
it.
credit card.
Yeah, I'd have to look into that one. I've never heard that one, but if you can freeze your credit. You
It
can
was
freeze your
interesting because
credit,
I
yeah.
just never thought about freezing credit for
Yeah.
Yeah.
someone
But
that's like a newborn.
But minimally, it would be think about your child's credit because somebody could be running.
Can you
it
do
out
that to
without their
yourself,
knowledge.
like as an
Yeah.
adult? Can you
yeah, I've
freeze
got
it?
all my credit frozen.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nobody can pull a credit report, a hard credit pull, unless you give.
And I got to be honest, when you started talking about freezing your, I was like, why would a finance guy tell you about freezing your sperm? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But like, that's what I thought you were getting into. I was like, that, like, why would a finance guy even talk about that?
You know, you
That's
should
so
really.
weird.
Everybody
Well, it's
should freeze
probably
their
going to
sperm.
be
Like-
more expensive one day.
Like not in a, like just
Right.
put it in your freezer. Just put it in your freezer.
Right, just like no, just like keep a little sample, like just in case.
like in a shot
Just
glass.
in
or
case.
something.
How is Landon doing like through the night? I mean,
He's honestly great. He
Yeah.
9 out of 10 days probably,
There's
so
7 days
90%
in
of
a
the
week.
time. I'm just saying, like, I was thinking about 100%.
9 out of 10, bro. 7
9
weeks. That's
You know,
50.
9 out of 10 is allowable. Okay, he's allowed to do things in 10.
I mean, he's
days.
only been alive
Yeah.
49 days
Jeez.
this Sunday.
Like,
Like you're talking
probably
about- that's a
this
short,
Sunday.
small-
This
yeah.
Sunday today.
today,
probably-
this Sunday. Yeah, exactly.
well, I would say less than once a week he has a bad night, but he usually sleeps through, like,
Less
he wakes up
than once a
once a
week.
night.
I told this to Robo. I remember it being bad at month 6.
Yeah. So everybody,
like 6, 7, 8. I remember 6, 7,
So-
8 being
I think-
almost worse than newborn.
Correct.
I remember it getting
I've been
bad,
hearing
and
a lot
we
about
couldn't
that.
and we couldn't figure out why, and then that's when we decided to put her in her own room. So I think I would like once
We're
it
gonna
starts
be
getting
doing
bad.
that.
Oh.
Yeah.
If it starts getting bad, put him in his own room. That's what I
my,
was.
So-
my kid's been in their own room.
So
I'd put my new kid.
If you're doing bath
3
and
weeks
own,
out.
if you're doing bath and own room, I think those are both pretty big milestones from what I remember
Yeah.
as being things that helped Ivy kind of get on a better schedule.
He
But
pretty much,
I also just remember
it-
month 6 being bad.
Yeah, like I'm sure. Like I said, I know there's gonna be sleep regressions and stuff, and plus, so like Blake wakes up more than Riley. and always has kind of thing. So like if one of the kids is going to wake up, it's going to be Blake. So like we also have both of them in their own separate rooms right now.
Yeah.
He pretty much, we go to bed around 9:30. He wakes up around 2:45, and then he usually makes it to about 6. So
Yeah,
it's
not
been
bad.
good. But yeah, I've been talking to a lot of people because Tiff goes back to work after 3 months, and then I've got about 2 months off, and they were like, "You're gonna be in the danger zone."
Yeah.
Like that's
Mhm.
when.
Yeah, that's when it's
I
tough.
remember it being a little tough when I was off work, but I was off work, so like I kind of when I first was off work, it was tough, but then I was like, I'm just gonna sleep every time he sleeps, and then it got a little better because I was like, if I'm up all night long, I don't really care. But then when I went back to work, that was the 6 month that I remember being like, oh, this is tough because we're both working, and he's still not really in a great rhythm. Like this is
Tiff,
Yeah,
yeah,
like-
Tiff has had a hard time because she's building these routines.
Yeah.
So, like when I say I'm going to be in the danger zone, it's just different. She's dealing with something totally different right now. She's building a routine from nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
she's
Also-
had a
also
lot
the-
of.
Also, as soon as you get a routine, changes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, for
sure.
sure. But I think the most annoying thing that people would tell me is like, "Oh, sleep when the babies sleep." I'm like, then when the fuck else am I supposed to get anything else done?
Right, when am I supposed to
Like,
clean the bottles?
Yeah,
and
when am I
that-
supposed
that-
to clean the bottles? When am I supposed to
Right.
pay the bills? When am I supposed to go to work? When am I supposed to like?
Well, auto pay. I just
Right.
auto pay.
But that- but-
sells.
No, you're right.
Not
You're right.
every bill allows auto pay.
but like
just so you're aware,
What
you're-
bill do you have that doesn't auto pay?
you're correct.
my ViStar freaking car payment doesn't allow auto
Can
pay.
we not talk about
What?
5-star car payments? But,
Yeah.
No, but
fuck Vice.
it's
Yeah,
it's a
dude.
legitimate point. But one of
My
the
brother
things that
works
was
at
I think
Vice,
that can I
Sorry.
Jesus. So one of the things that was happening when we first like moved into the house, we moved into the house and
Yeah.
Ivy was born at the same time. So there was so much stuff that we wanted to do, life stuff, pay bills and do this and then all this stuff, and it was like you can't do any of it, and then you have to get it all the way back down to the very basics and go sleep, eat, shit, piss, shower, and like anything else beyond that is gravy. And it's like when one parent is off, that's all that parent is doing, and the other parent kind of has to pick up a little bit of slack on bottles or whatever, but you just figure it out. And if you can't get to bottles but once a week, then buy 49 bottles if you have to do it, because you got to sleep. You cannot function without sleeping. I mean, like, you have to have enough sleep. And that once I was getting enough sleep, I could really deal with anything else. Because if you're sleep deprived, in the baby wants to eat or whatever, it's like you're now messed up, and it's like, who cares if you got your taxes done? You're screwed for the next 8 hours because this kid doesn't care if you're tired.
So that I think that was one of the things that helped us, is that one of the kids slept really good, like since pretty much day one kind of thing, like was very rarely waking up and stuff like that. So it was like Emily and I would almost like do shift work at night, where it was like, hey, I got it from if something happens between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m., I'll take it. If it happens at, from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., like she had it. So it was like there were literally nights where like I would be up the whole time because, we couldn't get him to sleep or whatever was going on. And it's like I'm up till, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. And Emily would come out to check on me and kind of like tap in like, hey, I got it. You go take a nap. Like the other one's still asleep. Like we're good. So like
That 2:55 fussing probably was pretty bad. Like you got it till 3 a.m. and it's like 2:55. You're like, oh wait, am I taking this or am you taking this?
Let him cry for 10 minutes.
yeah, let him cry for
I
10
used to
minutes.
remember.
Then argue over it.
I used to
just
remember-
they must have just woke up. Damn.
I didn't hear.
You know
him.
what I actually heard about daycare the other day? Someone told,
Wait, we want to talk about daycare?
Someone told me a story.
Wait, do we want to talk about daycare?
Put your hands up, because it's time to talk daycare. Someone told me a story the other day. They were like kind of like making a joke, but I was like, I can see this happening more than people realize. That like she went to go pick up her kid, and the person at the daycare handed the kid to her, and she's like, he shit. And she, oh, it must have just happened. It's like one of those kind of things.
I've
Like,
given my
Classic.
kid. I've given my kid back to Donna. I said, hey, I gotta drive home. Like, I think I've actually asked Donna, like, can I just borrow your changing table so I'm not changing my kid on your driveway? She's like, just let me take her. Like, I'll do it. Donna's the best. She's so
I would.
sweet.
That's what I would do. I started checking Ivy's diaper when I pick him up, and if he'd have a poopy, I'd be like, can I change? And they go, oh, we'll take care of it. I think it's a liability thing. They need to take care of it. So, but yeah, I would just start checking.
yeah.
Well-
I just thought that was funny.
this is it. Anything else you want to drop on us? Any other knowledge while we or you want to end on a poopy diaper?
Nice.
The other thing is, we took a long trip to Tiff's parents' house, which is like an hour away. We learned you got to really think about when you're heading home and when they're supposed to eat,
Yes,
and stuff like that. Because we got in the car about 15 minutes down the road. It was like, oh, this is time to eat, and then it was like 45 minutes of just fuck. We fucked up.
Waiting.
Yeah.
Like
Sitting
sitting
in the car
in a
waiting.
gas station with your tit out. Like
No,
eating?
it was just deal with it for 45 minutes till we got home. And then,
Oh, you
man.
didn't have like.
Yeah.
Does he do any out of the bottle?
yeah, but we had already
Didn't
we were there
have
for the
one.
day, so we already used it. And
Yeah.
it
It
was
took
like,
us a long time before we started giving Ivy any food in the car. Like it was because you're not. I don't know, like if you're supposed to like give him a bottle or whatever. Eventually,
We've
you're
done
like. Eventually, you're like, let's just fucking
My
do
car's
it.
covered in fucking
But that's
Cheerios.
interesting. Flying also, flying like morning versus night flying. We thought at the night fly it'd be like he'll go to sleep. It's bedtime. It's 8 p.m. Nope. He's just up and mad and tired, and it didn't work. But the morning it was great. He's awake. He's fine. Everything's good. So yeah, that's a good point. Just check out. Keep your schedules in mind around your travel plans, and don't be gone for more than 10 days.
Without the kid.
Without the kid.
At least leave him enough food and water.
yeah,
More than enough. More than enough.
smart.
More than enough.
And a
All right.
phone and a cell phone,
Right.
just in case.
So yeah, that's about it. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and we'll be back in a week or two. Well, it depends if you're talking about today from Sunday. It'll be a week or two, 7 weeks, 8 weeks.
We'll be back at least 7 days after you watch this.
Perfect. All right, have a good one.